Hello and welcome to a very special edition of Cruise1st TV. Now I'm here on the beach, as you can see. I thought I'd dive out of the studio and dive into the Bahamas, and you can come and cruise with us out here as well and enjoy the beautiful sunshine, the blue skies and the white sandy beaches, because it's time to cruise with Derek once again. But this time I've got not just one cruise to talk to you about, but two amazing chances to discover different parts of the world. Coming up, we'll be giving you the chance to experience breathtaking scenery like this as we join MSC Cruises for their debut season in Alaska. We've got an incredible 10-night cruise and stay package for September 2026, where you could be joining me on board MSC Poesía. But before that, we've got a fabulous sunshine escape to plan for November aboard the brand new MSC World America. Well, I can very much tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that I'm standing and enjoying right now is something that you need to see for yourself, because no video, no picture, no postcard will ever tell the story. So let's explore the wonderful Caribbean first. This is a part of the world that is a vibrant tapestry of culture, history and natural beauty. Its turquoise waters, golden beaches and lush landscapes create a paradise where relaxation meets adventure. With a rich heritage influenced by diverse traditions, the region pulses with music, dance and flavorful cuisine. It's a place of warm hospitality where every sunrise invites exploration and every sunset promises tranquility. Whether you're seeking serene escapes or lively experiences, the Caribbean offers a blend of breathtaking scenery and unforgettable moments, all wrapped in its laid-back island charm. So that's a little taste of the Caribbean. Let's stop talking about it and let's get it arranged then, shall we? Because you absolutely should be here enjoying the beaches and the sunshine. And you know what? I'm coming with you too. It's 11 fabulous nights and it starts on the 12th of November, 2 days after my birthday. What a winner. Let's fly out of the UK. It's too cold, it's too wet, it's too dark. And we are flying out to the States, to Miami, where we'll enjoy a 3-night hotel stay. You lucky people. Well, Miami is the place to be. It is full of the most fantastic beaches and full of the best things to actually enjoy while you're in this part of America as well. You can go down Ocean Drive. It's very trendy, a great atmosphere there. There's that great Art Deco district. Lots of adventures you can take in this part of the world as well that take you just out of the city. Lots of alligator experiences, lots of private beach clubs that you can go to and chill out for the day. The most amazing food and restaurants as well. You are going to love it. It's also got the Seaquarium, which is the oldest oceanarium in the whole of the United States, founded back in the 1950s. So that will be a really exciting day. After your 3 nights in Miami, it's time to cruise the Caribbean, my friends. And here we are on the brand new MSC World America. Now, she launches in April, so we're on the maiden season for this very exciting ship. Now, if you were with me on the last cruise to the Caribbean, a very different ship to Seascape, because this is the world-class World Europa is already out there sailing the seas, and World America joins the fleet in April. She'll be doing fantastic cruises. Now, having been on board Seascape, let me tell you, the atmosphere on board with MSC is brilliant. If you're not up there having fun doing all of these thrill things, you are watching other people having fun doing all of these thrill things. There are amazing parties happening every night of your cruise as well. You can dip in and out as many of those as you want to. The dining on board is amazing. The food is always there when you want it. So much included dining. And of course, you've got your speciality dining as well, of which there are many options, including the brand new La Pescaderia, which is a fresh selection of seafood on board, which is lovely. It's got the Kaito teppanyaki and sushi bar, which is great fun because that is like show and dinner at the same time. Massive sweet shop there. Do-Re-Mi Land for the kids and their association with Lego, they will absolutely love. So there's something for the whole family, let me tell you. And quite often, let me tell you, on the last cruise with Derek, we had lots and lots of big family groups with us as well. So get as many people on this as you possibly can, because you can book it today with a low deposit, which is superb. So ring round and get everybody sorted, because this is going to be one heck of a cruise. We're heading and cruising out of Miami. Our first day is at sea to get used to the ship and find our way around, and then we're in the Dominican Republic, which is absolutely beautiful. MSC have excursions here for dolphin encounters. You can head to Ocean World here. There's Coconut Cove there, which has a lovely beach break, which you can take with drinks, or take a classic cars tour, which would be lovely here as well. Then we head on to the absolute pearl of the Caribbean, San Juan in Puerto Rico. Old and new mixes together, and you can take fantastic excursions which are so well organized with MSC, maybe out to the El Yunque rainforest or Old San Juan and just wander and have a chill out on a drink. Oh, I tell you what, it's going to be brilliant. You are going to love it. Then we have a couple of days at sea, and we are where I am standing talking to you right now from, Ocean Cay in the Bahamas, which is the most incredible haven for you to enjoy endless white sandy beaches. You can hire a cabana, you can hire a lounger here, you can enjoy the beautiful lagoons. There's wonderful water sports that you can enjoy here as well. You can go paddle boarding. There's a stingray experience tour you can take at a nearby secluded island. Food and drink is on the island as well. We must talk about drinks here as well, because we have a drinks package included for your offer as well if you are very, very quick. So this is what we are doing, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot wait to see you out here. Remember, the last time we went to the Caribbean, we had hundreds and hundreds of people with us, and I would like to see a big party of us on this cruise as well. You're flying out to Miami. You've got your 3 nights there in a hotel, and then you've got 7 nights of the most fantastic, fun, enjoyable cruising with like-minded people with so much fun and so much to do as you make your way around the Caribbean, and of course to here in Ocean Cay, the private marine reserve for MSC as well. You have got the most incredible holiday on your hands here. So there you are. What do you need to think about? What do you need to think about? Cruise1st, of course, will take care of absolutely everything. And there is so much, let me tell you, for you to enjoy on this holiday. Now, included in the price, and this is just the most spectacular value for money, let me tell you, is your flights in and out of Miami. A 3-night fabulous hotel stay in Miami. It's such an awesome city. When I saw it and drove into Miami, I was just blown away by the sheer size of it. So you get some time to spend in Miami with a 3-night hotel stay, and then your cruise. 7 nights on MSC World America, full board, remember, your tips included, which I think is wonderful. And we've done it again. We have got the premium extra drinks package as part of your cruise as well. It is worth a blooming fortune, and it is worth its weight in gold, let me tell you, because every time you grab your cruise card and go to the bar, your drinks, and a lot of those drinks, are just included and not going onto your bill as well, which is amazing. And quite apart from that, we have some amazing events along the way on the ship as well when you come and cruise with Derek. It's not just simply doing the cruise, there's lots more going on as part of that as well. So your full cruise with extra activities, with your drinks package, with your gratuities as well included. And wherever Mr. P is somewhere in the world, roll the numbers and let's find out just how good this deal is. And you have a look at that price tag on your screen and you tell me that is not the greatest thing that you should be picking up the phone, ringing round the whole family, your friends, and saying, enjoying like these people are right here now on the beach, you should be here too, without a doubt whatsoever. And remember, a low deposit will get this secured for you right now. So there's no excuses not to book it right now. We are talking November, remember, when the weather at home is absolutely rubbish and you could be enjoying white sandy beaches, blue seas, and the most incredible time with your drinks included, and meeting lots of new friends as well. Now, if you want to upgrade on MSC World America, let's go and have a look at the prices for that, because again, we have pulled out all the stops to get you the very, very best price tags there are out there. So you've got your prices here. I mean, look at your ocean view there. You definitely want to think about that. Can I just give you some advice from the last cruise with Derek, which, remember, we had the best part of 500 people on board with us. Most people said, you know what, I'm going for the balcony. I'm going for the very, very best I can be, which is amazing. Or maybe you want to go up to that wonderful exclusive area of the ship right up at the top deck where all of the cabins have the best views out to the ocean, and that's up there in the yacht club with your butler, your own private dining, your own deck, enjoying the sun, and so many more privileges. Even I couldn't get into the yacht club on my last cruise. So listen, if you fancy that, it really is the ultimate experience, and we've got a cracking price there for you. All you need to do, as always, you know the phone number, you don't need me telling you, right the way from here in the Bahamas, but it's 0800 953 4700. Look at your other half right now. Look at the deal and the price on your screen, and I think you've pretty much got it, haven't you? I think you've pretty much made that decision already. Having us here as well just makes it so much easier. You'll see me on the ship here, there and everywhere, and Mr. P and our team from Cruise1st. We are there to help you every step through this holiday, and that's why we are doing it again. And I've got really exciting news coming up later in the show as well, but let's stick with the Caribbean right now because I'm quite happy being here, I tell you. So let's get back on board with this class of ship. Remember, it's a brand new class of ship from MSC World America that we're cruising on. Launches in April, but MSC World Europa is already out there, so let's get on board her and have a little look around. These are spectacular ships, they really are. And you know what, once you've found your bearing around the ship, you will get to discover fairly quickly the decks where all the fun things happen, and they really are great. Honestly, massive entertainment spaces and lounges and bars, and it's really interesting that actually when you go round to some of the bars and lounges of an evening, they are something completely and utterly different. For instance, there'll be lounges where they'll do karaoke in the evening, but during the day you'll enjoy trivia. There are private events that you can arrange as well. Of course, we have our own events while we're on board as well, which are exclusive to our Cruise with Derek passengers as well, which are always good fun, let me tell you. But the great thing about being on these ships is really you can choose what you do and when you do it. So if you get up at sort of 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, you can go and have a nice leisurely brunch, and you can just choose somewhere up on the deck to just go and relax by a pool, do the whirlpools. You might have excursions to go and do, and at the end of that day you might think, actually, you know what, actually I'm ready for a quiet night. And you can have very quiet nights on these ships, or you can have very loud and lively nights. They are absolutely brilliant, but the atmosphere for everyone is superb. It really is. They love it. And lots and lots of different dining options, as I say, so whatever you fancy. Main dining always included, fantastic buffet. You've never seen buffets like the size of these on these ships, it's incredible. But then you've got slightly more boutique and upscale dining, a little extra charge for those as well, but they do the most amazing packages while you're on board for specialty dining. You've got chef's garden kitchen there as well, which you don't see on a lot of the other fleet, which is great. Anyone that knows MSC and knows the Butcher's Cut Steakhouse will absolutely love the fact that there is a Butcher's Cut on board as well. And they do brilliant wine pairings with their steaks, and actually you can have a steak that's almost like 3/4 of the size of your plate. Mr. P had one, and it was like climbing a mountain for him, bless him. Lots of places for you to enjoy in new venues as well, like the Raj Polo House, for instance. Fabulous sports bar with all the games playing on in the screens. There's a comedy club there. They do family comedy, they do adult comedy as well. Honestly, I haven't even scratched the surface of the possibilities. So with that in mind, you know the ship is going to be absolutely great. And I'll tell you for nothing right now, no matter how many people are on this ship, my Cruise with Derek passengers are going to take up a mighty chunk of the people on board. So you'll be making new friends from the hundreds of people that will be coming with us, let me tell you. You'll see me right the way around the ship all the way through, and Mr. P and the team are always there as well along the way. So this is such more than just booking a standard cruise with us and finding everything out for yourself if you've never cruised before. This is superb because we literally are here to hold your hand all the way through the experience. And I want now to dive a little bit deeper into holding your hand through the whole experience, because our team at Cruise1st really do take care of you from one end right the way through to the other. In terms of booking the holiday, we've sorted the flights, we've sorted the hotel, we've sorted the cruise, we've sorted the drinks package. So while you're on board, we've also got some very exciting and exclusive events as well. And I tell you what, they have gone down an absolute treat. Have a look at this. Well, the fun begins before we even board the cruise ship, as you'll be welcomed at your Miami hotel by me, Mr. P, and our friendly Cruise1st team. We'll help you check in and get your holiday started with a smile. At our welcome meeting, we'll give you a full rundown of everything we have in store. Plus, you'll receive your exclusive Cruise with Derek goodie bag. But there's no spoilers here, I'm afraid. You'll have to join us in Florida this November to find out what's inside. Once we're on board MSC World America, you'll be invited to our exclusive VIP sail away party out on top deck as we say goodbye to the Sunshine State and head to the Caribbean. It's a great way to meet and mingle with your fellow passengers and an excuse to start enjoying your premium extra drinks package. One at a time responsibly, of course. Then you must make a date to join us for my big cruise quiz, where we'll test your knowledge with super fun interactive rounds that could win you big prizes. We're talking free cruises and even a giant cruise with Derek Toblerone. It's great fun. Talking of winning, you'll also have the chance to dine with me in our Dine with Derek competition, where you could come and enjoy an evening of wonderful speciality dining and chat like the lovely Anne, Debbie and George enjoyed here. It was a fabulous night of life stories, insider gossip and great food in the Butcher's Cut Steakhouse. And when it comes to evening entertainment, be sure to join us for Duet with Derek, your chance to grab the mic and belt out your favourite karaoke track. For those of you who need a double Dutch courage and tonic, allow me to join you on stage to share the pain of the spotlight. Then on our final night on board, we'll wrap things up with a farewell party as we sail out of Ocean Key in the Bahamas and head back to Miami. We'll be sure to toast our time together and share the memories made of our incredible cruise in the sun. And that's just a little taste of some of the fun that we had, including having me spinning around upside down like I was in a washing machine for a whole hour on the Robotron on Seascape. I think my head is only just recovering. This is why I need a chill day on the beach, you see. That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. Anyway, listen. Lots and lots of fabulous events to look forward to and lots more to look forward to in this show as well, because somewhere else that you've been talking to me a lot about doing a cruise with Derek is Alaska. Hold your horses and I will tell you more very, very soon, because we have something for you for 2026. But before we go into that, to keep you on the edge of your seat, I want you to meet some of my friends that joined me on the last cruise with Derek to find out what they loved about being with us.
Oh, come on. Who wouldn't go on a cruise with Derek? So much fun. His shows are brilliant. We love him. He's just amazing. And we just thought getting on with all those other people and Derek would be hilarious, and it has been.
Because it was our first cruise, we felt we'd be in safe hands, and we totally have been. It's been amazing.
You guys have been absolutely fantastic. Been a great crowd, and you've always been there. You've always made us welcome, so what more do you need?
Well, this is our first one, right? And I have loved every minute of it. I've loved the hopping off and going and visiting places and finding all new people. And the crowd we've been with is brilliant.
Do it. There's nothing to be apprehensive about. It's a great way to meet new people, meet new friends, have great new experiences.
Ah, you're back. I was just enjoying some lovely time on the beach. Well, I better do some work, hadn't I? Which is to tell you about the next offer. Lots and lots and lots of you have been asking about this part of the world, and it's very, very different to here in the Caribbean, and it's all about the scenery. Let's cruise with Derek next to Alaska. This is a land of untamed beauty and rugged wilderness, where the towering mountains meet the sprawling glaciers and forests. Alaska's pristine landscapes are a haven for adventure seekers and nature lovers alike, giving you a top-deck view of awe-inspiring wildlife and breathtaking vistas. Known for its serene stillness and dramatic seasonal shifts, Alaska invites you to explore its vast expanses and hidden wonders. Whether chasing the northern lights or basking in long summer days, this frontier promises unforgettable experiences and a profound connection to nature. Oh my word, what an incredible, incredible part of the world. I've not been there before myself. I know so many of you are in the same boat as well. So let's do it together. Come and cruise with Derek in 2026 as we go off to Alaska. Now this is for 10 nights and it starts on the 12th of September. And we fly first out of the UK, across to the States, to Washington State, to lovely Seattle. And we've got a 2-night hotel stay in Seattle to enjoy this fabulous city. Now, this is really, really interesting. I mean, it looks fantastic. A lot of people that I've spoken to who've been to Seattle before say, and actually it's really one of those things that you think, oh, is that going to be a thing? The first ever Starbucks is in Pike Place Market in Seattle, and it's a bit of a thing. If you do the cup collecting for Starbucks, then that's the place to go. You just saw the Space Needle there, which is the big observation tower, which has the best vantage point and view right over the whole city. There's lots to see there actually in the city itself. It's got a wonderful central waterfront. Of course, it's coastal there, so a very, very exciting city. And it's kind of this mix as well of waterfront, cafe culture, lovely adventures to go and discover while you're here as well. And you've got plenty of time with 2 nights there. Of course, you can extend that with the team very, very easily. And then it is time for us to board. Now, a very, very different ship to our last ship. This is classic MSC cruising with MSC Poesía. Now, this is the perfect ship for cruising somewhere like Alaska. She's a little bit smaller. She's just over 3,000 passengers. And the reason I emphasize that is because I know that we will have so many people who want to do this opportunity that I think we are going to at least half fill this sailing just with our friends from here in the UK. So I would be very, very quick, because remember, this offer will be on sale across the world. MSC is an Italian cruise line as well, so this is like classic Italian styling. I love Poesia because every time you move to the different restaurants and bars, all of which have the most exotic and wonderful Italian names, you feel like you're going to a very, very different area. For me, it felt a little bit like wandering around and sort of stepping into Venice, you know, that classic Italian style, that really nice sort of level of comfort. No less fun than any other cruise ship, let me tell you. There'll be a party on the go every single evening there for you. But nice sort of, this cruise is more about the scenery. This is a scenic cruise, so this is more about enjoying the nice relaxing wonders of the ships. Of course, it does have pools as well if you want to. That would be a bit of a juxtaposition, wouldn't it? Being in Alaska yet being in a pool, that would be quite fun to do. And there's lots of fabulous dining, as you can see here on board as well, which I love. But for me, this is great because it's a smaller ship. Not all of the bigger ships, of course, can go through Alaska. So it's a little bit of a more intimate setting. There'll be lots of excursions and lots of information from MSC coming your way about the part of the world that you're in. In fact, when you go back to your cabin, the interactive TV in the stateroom actually has one of the channels is about port information, about the kind of excursions that you can enjoy. And excursions is something you can book up way in advance if you want to. You can do it on the ship. You can take the advice of the excursion team on board, but also take the advice of other passengers, no doubt, who will come and cruise with us as well, who have been to Alaska before and just want that extra opportunity to go and see this wonderful icy paradise all again. So let's set sail out of Seattle. Our first day's at sea and we land in Ketchikan in Alaska. Now, I've looked at the MSC excursions here. You can go to Totem Bight and see those amazing totem poles, of course. The Alaskan Lumberjack Show, I've heard a few people telling me about that. They absolutely loved it, so that's something to do. And maybe fly over the misty fjords in one of those float planes that can land on the water. Next, we're off to icy Strait Hoonah in Alaska. Now, you can go whale watching here, you can go on a seafood feast tour. There's also the Spassky River Wildlife Park as well. And you can take a sightseeing tour around Hoonah itself, enjoy a lovely tribal performance locally. Also, the longest zip line experience in the world. I know they'll have me on that. Next, we are heading through Tracy Arm into Juneau in Alaska, where this is where the awesome Mendenhall Glacier is. You've got to go and see that. There's a wonderful salmon hatchery that you can visit there as well. And you can go dog sledding on an adventure with MSC2 on the glaciers. A day at sea and we're making our way back towards Seattle via Victoria in Canada. This is a wonderful city as well, actually. Really exciting part of the year to be there as well, because you've got the awesome Butchart Gardens there. There's a hop-on, hop-off city and a sightseeing tour there as well. This is just going to be, I think, that real journey of discovery. A cruise where this is less about the individual destinations one by one and more about the glorious journeys that you are taking between one and the other as well. You know, sailing fairly close to those lovely glaciers as they do their carving, and you know, and the chunks come off the front of the glacier and crash down into the sea. You know, those opportunities to whale watch as well. So this is a very, very different cruise to our Caribbean, but it is a part of the world that so many people want to see and want to do and want to experience. And I can completely and utterly understand why, because it's just amazing, and this is your chance to come and do it with us. So what do you think? Again, it's another one of those, isn't it? How long have you been watching the channel? I spoke to a lot of people on the last cruise with Derek, and they said, you know what, we'd sat there and we watched your cheeky little face, and eventually we were like, right, let's do it. Derek's going to do it, so let's do it. And I tell you what, it has been so lovely to meet so many of you. So if you've ever wanted to do Alaska, but you've been a little bit apprehensive about doing it, come with us and the team. We've got the whole package sorted for you. It's going to be an amazing price tag. In fact, shall I cut to the chase and get to the price tag for you? Because this price that I'm about to give you includes your flights to and from Seattle in the States. You've got a 2-night hotel stay there, and then you are cruising out of Seattle, 7 nights, remember, on MSC Poesía, just enjoying the wonders of Alaska at your pace, nice and comfortably and gently, with special events included. Your tips are included, of course, that's a given with MSC Cruises, as you know. But we've also, oh yeah, of course, we've also got, responsibly one at a time, we have got you the premium extra drinks package included as well. And that is worth, let me tell you, a blooming fortune. So you really should be enjoying that. Plus, lots and lots of very, very special events that we will have along the way as well for you to make you feel really, really special and part of one big family as we are on board. Now, again, I mentioned it earlier, but this is a lower capacity ship, just over 3,000 people. I have to tell you, from the last cruise with Derek, I have a lot of people already booked from that cruise. We gave them a sneak peek of the deal, and a lot of people have said, yes, I'm up for it. So we are playing catch up on the TV right now. So if you want to be part of this, I would say get your deposits in right now. I haven't showed you the price yet, have I? Shall I show you the price? Mr. P, if you will, let's get that price on your screen. Let's get that amazing deal sorted out so you can start the conversation, and it might be you and your other half. It might be you and your other half and your son and daughter. It might be you and the grandkids. It might be the whole family. What an amazing experience to go and cruise Alaska on a slightly smaller ship, a little bit more intimate. The service on MSC and the team on board MSC, they are absolutely incredible. They will make every aspect of your cruise an enjoyable experience. And for that price, Cruise1st have put together the most amazing deal for you. Now listen, we always talk about upgrades, don't we? Upgrades even more limited on MSC Poesía, so let's go and check out the prices for those to get you up to ocean view and get you up to balcony as well. Remember, it is very, very much subject to availability. We've got a lot of people booked on this cruise already. I don't want to rush anyone, and that's why we put the low deposits in place, so you can make your booking today and then you can know that it's happening. Remember, we're talking September in 2026. This isn't happening in 3 weeks' time, but we're putting our low deposit in right now. And again, I would just say at this point, the price could change at any moment. So you've got great prices there for your ocean view, for your balcony, and for your Aurea suite as well. Aurea suite is brilliant, actually. It gives you priority access into the Aurea spa. It gives you your own dedicated restaurant as well. And there are other perks and benefits to it. Just a quick word as well, before we go back and have another look on the ship. If you've always cruised with another cruise line and you've gone up in their loyalty scheme to a certain status, bring that to our team and MSC will match your loyalty status from other cruise lines to their level, and that brings lots and lots of extra perks. I've heard all about them. I'm working my way up. Anyway, listen, for now, what we'll do is we'll go back on board MSC Poesía and go and have a look around as she sails us around Alaska. And what a beauty. I tell you what, I love these ships. You will really, really love, love, love MSC. I have told you so many times that when sometimes you look at the pricing and you think this looks a little bit too good to be true, but the service that you have on board and the inclusions that you have on board are brilliant. I have to talk to you about shopping as well. While you look around all the lovely spaces, I mean, the spa is amazing. When I was on Seascape, I had a wonderful massage and facial together. It was a great price. It was a really lovely, relaxing experience. I just only wish that I hadn't gone to host karaoke for 2 hours an hour later, but that's another story. And stories is another reason why you should come and cruise with us as well, because so many people have made the most incredible memories by being with us on a cruise. And I just think this is that extra dimension on a cruise like this. Yes, you've got all of these fabulous restaurants and bars and lounges and events going on. Even on a sea day, I mean, MSC absolutely pack the program full of lots of really, really exciting experiences. But also you meet some fabulous people from around the world and around the corner as well. And you strike up conversations very, very easily. We do a lovely welcome party at the hotel before we get on the cruise. So people kind of get to know each other before they even start the cruise. So by the time we're on board, we're all one big happy family group. And of course, then we all meet up for certain events, you know, here, there and everywhere. You see me all around the ship as well. And that makes the holiday, it just gives it an extra dimension. It really does. It makes it feel like you're really kind of supported. You know, in a part of the world, you know, let's bear in mind, we're going to a part of the world, I don't know about you, but I haven't sailed to Alaska before. A lot of people have, a lot of people haven't. A lot of people have had it on their bucket list for a long, long time. So it's a great opportunity to come and enjoy not only a great deal, but a holiday that might sort of break your traditional holiday boundaries, to go just that little bit further, to do it with us, to do it in safe hands, and to have so much included. Your return flights, the stay in Seattle, the 7-night cruise with the premium extra drinks package as well. And never underestimate just how incredible it is to have the drinks package as part of your offering as well. And all for that price tag. We're looking way into the future. We could put a low deposit on it right now, and I can tell you that the price of this could change at any moment, seriously, particular on this Alaskan itinerary, because what happens is the more cabins that sell and the more popular the cruise becomes, the more the chance the price will change. But while we can lock it in at this price, absolutely grab it while you can. 0800 953 4700, of course, is the magic number. If you've got any questions whatsoever, you can talk to our team, of course. They're all amazing. They know all the ins and outs. If you want to play around with the stays, change your flights, fly from somewhere else, go somewhere else after the cruise, all of that is possible for you as well. That's what we're here for. I mean, speaking seriously for a moment, here I am enjoying the sun right now in the Caribbean on one of these trips. So I can appreciate, you know, everything you get for that amazing package price, everything we've managed to squeeze in there. And honestly, when you come on board one of these ships and you see what's on offer, when you're on the cruise, you seriously, you have to rattle your head a little bit and think, I can't believe I'm getting all of this included for the price I paid. And I have spoken to so many people on our cruise right now who've said, you know what, nobody else could get anywhere near Cruise1st for a package that is this so big and complete and includes so much. Well, listen, let's hear from some of them right now, because you can take my word for it, but how about hearing from some of my friends about why they've already booked this trip?
It's something completely different, and we thought it'd be exciting again to see new places. And where we've had summer holidays, this is not going to be a summer holiday, but it's just going to be amazing. And again, we're with Derek and the team, so we'll be all with our family.
But the Alaska cruise, because never done it before, it's something completely different to what I normally do, because I normally go to sunshine cruises. But at the end of the day, I think the scenery and the things you're going to do in Alaska are completely different. Always wanted to go to Seattle as well, and to do it with Derek again, we know we get looked after, so why would we not do it again?
The price for starters, and the fact is that you're getting your drink, your gratuities, so at least the price you're given is the price that you're paying. And also we're friends that we're on holiday with just now, they've just booked an Alaskan cruise as well, so we thought if they can do it, why not us?
And I have to tell you, I could also introduce you to hundreds, literally hundreds more people who would tell you very, very similar stories about why they've booked to come on a cruise with us. And actually, while we've been on this cruise as well, which is the last one in the Caribbean, having the Cruise1st team here as well by your side to deal with future bookings, to answer any questions. I mean, I've been answering lots of questions as well, and it's just been fascinating. And everyone has come back to me and said, do you know what, your team are amazing. They have looked after me, they've answered every little question that I've had. I've had no problems at all, I've had quick answers as well. It's incredible, and I think sometimes you do need that reassurance, particularly if you haven't had the cruising experience, because they're all very, very different. This is going to be amazing for you. And listen, with us, remember, it's not just the flights and the hotel stay and the cruise. While you're on the cruise, Mr. P, who's behind that camera right now, next to Richard, who's filming, he conjures up some weird and wonderful but fabulous events that you can come and join us for as well. And I tell you what, every single one of them is a winner. We'll begin your holiday by meeting you at your downtown Seattle hotel, where myself, Mr. P and the Cruise1st team will be there to meet you, help you check in and prepare for the adventure ahead. It's then time to cruise, and on our first evening we'll meet for our own VIP sail away party as we wave goodbye to Seattle and head to the wonders of Alaska. This is a great opportunity to mingle with your fellow Cruise with Derek passengers and share the excitement in store over the next 7 nights. Now, if you fancy an evening of great food and fabulous conversation, then make sure you take part in Dine with Derek for your chance to enjoy complimentary specialty dining with me and some of your fellow passengers, just like the lovely Alan, Lorraine, Stella, Matt, Tony and Lynn did here in Ola on board the last Cruise with Derek. You'll even have the opportunity to watch us produce a live stage version of Cruise1st TV, where you'll have the chance to take advantage of some exclusive offers only available for you, my friends on board. Now, if you're coming on a cruise with Derek, get involved in the competitions like Derek's Door Dash, where you decorate the outside of your cabin door, and I give away huge prizes. Let me show you. Now, I didn't know that this was a cruising tradition, decorating your doors, and you can go wild with your imagination. Go and buy magnets, you can use stickers, decorations, what you want. I mean, just look at these. Do you know what? I don't think I've seen a picture of me in so many different ways, in so many different places on one ship. All I'm seeing is me everywhere. Right now it's my favourite part. I get to award the winner, and this is the lucky cabin. Let's see if they're in. Oh, please. They might be in the shower. Could be anywhere. Up and down the corridor. Oh, they're not in. But look, Shane and Lindy, in this cabin, you are the winners. You've won a cruise for two and an extra special Cruise1st goodie bag as well. Congratulations! I tell you what, everyone was such a superstar decorating their doors. Weren't they worthy winners as well? They were brilliant. And listen, that could be you next time. On the last Cruise with Derek, we weren't really forearmed, but actually now you're forearmed, I think you can come up with something even better when you come out to the Caribbean or Alaska with us next time. Let's recap the offers as well then, shall you? Because if you've come to this show, where the heck have you been? I've been waiting for you on a fabulous sunny beach here on Ocean Key, the private marine reserve for MSC out in the Bahamas. And it's time to talk to you about the next Cruise with Derek in 2025. In fact, our adventure starts on the 12th of November, where we all fly out from the UK to sunny Miami in the States for a 3-night hotel stay. What an incredible part of the world this is to be as well. Of course, on the last Cruise with Derek, we had an Orlando stay. So when we drove down from Orlando down to Miami, just driving into Miami and seeing the vastness of the skyline, for me, was just incredible. They have got, I think it must be, the biggest hard rock cafe in the world, because they actually have a hard rock hotel in the shape of a guitar as you drive in, and that whole skyline of Miami is just absolutely jaw-dropping. There are loads of adventures to have there as well. There are wonderful bars, there are wonderful adventures that you can go and enjoy. Of course, you can enjoy the shopping. You know, shopping in America is fantastic. I would say make sure that you leave plenty of room in your case. If not, you will probably be buying another case while you're out here in the States. Whatever you do, you've got 3 nights to enjoy in Miami, and then it's time for us to board MSC World America. Brand new MSC World America as well. She launches only in April, so we are on the maiden season. I just looked into that shark's mouth there and I thought, I just know I'm going to be volunteered to go down that many times. Yeah, Mr. P's just nodded in the background there. All of those fabulous water slides in the park up on board, but so much deck space for you to enjoy as well. Of course, with it being what will be the newest ship in the fleet. In fact, you know, we talk about MSC now. MSC doesn't stand for Mediterranean Shipping Company anymore. It just stands for more ships coming, and they are forever coming, and they get more and more exciting. And don't underestimate these wonderful adventures that you can have in the sky, like that big swing which goes over the edge. I don't have to do that, Mr. P, do I? Do I? Yeah, he's nodding, yeah. Yeah, that's definitely going on the events list, I know. Here's Ocean Key as well. You just got a little look off it, which again is part of the adventure too on our cruise, which, you know, is just beautiful. I'm looking around the beaches right now at everyone having a fantastic time. And to be honest with you, the sooner this show is done, the better, because I can get back to enjoying the beach and the drinks on the beach one at a time responsibly. But look at what you've got on offer. And listen, don't let the big ship thing put you off, because again, I do talk to you about the longest walk you have to and from your stateroom. It's very, very easy. Even if you don't get around too well, you'll find it very, very easy and intuitive. There are elevators everywhere. You know, accessibility is very, very simple. Talk to our team, of course, when you do the booking, but enjoy the very, very best of a true getaway. I have to say, the value for money here, when you compare it to land stay holidays in the UK, where you can never predict what the weather will be, you know, you just can't hold a torch to it. Here's where we're going then on our cruise. It's a 7-night cruise, of course, day at sea first, and then we're in the Dominican Republic in Puerto Plata. Lots of excursions there you can take as well. You can go up to the Fort San Felipe, maybe go to a rum factory. Let me tell you, the excursions for any kind of rum or liqueur tasting, they get booked up pretty quickly, I know from experience. Same in Puerto Rico, in San Juan as well. You can just wander around San Juan. It's a wonderful place, old and new mixed together. It's really a beautiful place to be. But again, you can take further excursions here. There's rainforests nearby. You can take a Bacardi Legacy tour as well. So I take it originates from the San Juan. 2 days at sea and a day here where I am right now talking to you from Ocean Key in the Bahamas. This is just beautiful. As soon as you literally step off the ship, 10 seconds later, you're in paradise. And it really is beautiful. You can see the lighthouse here. They do a little bit of a light show in the evening. You stay in here for the whole day, so you can rent your cabana or grab a lounger, just enjoy your time actually out onto the ocean front or into the lagoon, swim around. You've got these wonderful big sea mats that you can hire out as well to just float on these lagoons. Fantastic. Honestly, it's pure paradise. Food and drink on the island as well. And then we cruise back into Miami. Everyone's in tears and everyone has a good sleep on the plane coming home. I tell you what though, it seems to be the rule and the law that a lot of people will, by the end of their cruise, if the last cruise with Derek is anything to go by, you kind of counteract the sadness of having to get off this cruise by booking your next one while you're on here. That seems to be a good kind of, you know, anesthetic to coming home, which is great. So let's talk about the offer. We've seen the ship, we've seen the destinations. Let's talk about the offer and what it includes itself, because it really is phenomenal. It's an all-round package again from Cruise1st. I don't know how we do it for the price we do, quite honestly, because I've been on one of these packages, several of these packages, and they are just bonkers crazy value for money. So your flights out from the UK to Miami, you've got a 3-night stay in Miami, and then your 7-night full board cruise. And it's not just a full board cruise with lots of included dining and entertainment and your pools and so much included and activities, but it's also your gratuities, your daily tips. That could be $15, $20 per person per day potentially. Not with MSC, which is great. And also when you're booking this package with Cruise1st, of course, we've got the premium extra drinks package. Now, I don't have my card on me right now because you can swap it for a wristband for just $10 and you can use that at the bar instead. So when you go to the bar and you order your drink, ta-da, all sorted. Premium extra drinks package with no extra gratuity service charges on those either, included in your deal, and your return flight from Miami back to the UK. And just look at your ridiculous price tag for all of that. Now listen, we're talking November, so we've got a little bit of breathing space between now and then. If you were on the cusp of booking the last cruise with Derek in the Caribbean and you didn't quite make it, or you couldn't quite make it, or you hadn't quite made up your mind, or life changed, or whatever it was, and you're thinking, we've got this chance now. We've got this chance to do it. And let me tell you, it will do you, I'm no medical doctor, but it's got to do you the world of good in November to be enjoying blue skies, sunshine, white sandy beaches, fantastic discoveries, meeting new friends as well with all the friends that come with us on our cruise with Derek, extra events, drinks package included. There's not much more I can throw at this for the price that you have here. So now's the chance and the time to make your decision. Remember, the quicker you do it, the quicker we secure your place on the cruise. And you can do that today with a low deposit as well. So take advantage of that. I don't want to push you into it, but I want you to sit there and think about it and look at each other. I'm not going to talk you into it. You're going to talk yourself into it. Let's have a look at the details again for the upgrades as well, so we can check out if we want to go up to Ocean View or balcony, or we want to go to the wonderful yacht club. Remember, this will be the newest MSC yacht club at sea as well. So if you want to enjoy all of the private area trappings of the yacht club, your own deck, your own restaurant, your own butler, premium this, that and the other, welcome gifts, extra invitations. Let me tell you something else as well. The team that you meet on board, the actual team on board the ship, they are amazing. I've spoken to a lot of the crew, the team, the officers. I've met the captain on this cruise with Derek, and they're all the most amazingly friendly people, and you will get to see and meet them as well as part of this offer. So there it is, my friends. It's time now for you to make that decision and look at each other, because I'm not going to talk you into this. You're going to talk yourself into this as well and talk each other into it. And listen, talk to the family as well. Talk to those people who've never cruised before as well, because something I noticed on the last cruise with Derek, we had a lot of people who had never even taken a cruise. So they really dipped their toe in the water by making their first one of these wonderful Caribbean packages. And you know what? They've all said to me, I don't know why we haven't been doing this sooner. You've made it so, so simple. You're there all the time if we need you. We've found our feet wonderfully. You've looked after us all the way through it as well. It's just been the most amazing time. And listen, that's what I want for a cruise with Derek. I want you to be able to come cruising for the very, very first time, having no cruising experience, and really see the world, because it really is out there to see. And what do I say? We're here for a good time, not a long time. So today should be the day. But listen, this show isn't just about cruising with Derek in the Caribbean. And can I just say to you, if you decide to go for both offers, that's fine with me. The drinks are included in both offers. They're all on us. So let's move on to our next offer then, shall we? Our other cruise with Derek, and this is for 2026, if you're just playing catch up on this one. And we are heading to the wonders of Alaska. So very, very different to this wonderful sunny beach that I'm on right now. It's the 12th of September in 2026, and we're flying first out from the UK to Seattle in the States. And we've got a 2-night hotel stay lined up there for you. I tell you partly why we do the hotel stay as well. It's quite nice to be in a place before you actually start cruising. And Seattle's a little bit different. Of course, a lot of the Alaska cruises that we talk to you about on the channel tend to go in and out of Vancouver. So actually we're discovering a little bit of a different city here in Seattle, and it has some really, really nice things to enjoy as well. It's got a very, very famous at the waterfront, the Chihuly Glass Garden, which is wonderful. It's like a lovely big sort of glass sculpture. It looks beautiful. Of course, you've got that Space Needle. I love the way that they paint the trees blue. I don't know what the significance of that is. We'll all find out together when we go and enjoy Seattle. But get up to that Space Needle. Looks like they have a lovely big wheel there as well. There are lots of boat trips to take there in the harbour and beyond. So there's plenty of things to do there and plenty of time to enjoy it. The first ever Starbucks is there as well. You have to pop in, don't you? It has to be done, just so you can say you have. And then after our 2 nights in Seattle, it's time for us to cruise. Now, we're cruising with MSC Poesía. Now, Poesía is a smaller ship by the average in MSC these days, just over 3,000 passengers. Now, the reason I kind of emphasise that is that obviously we've got less availability at the price we are doing this offer based on the fact that it's a smaller ship. So in terms of making the decision, I think we need to be just that little bit swifter in making our decision on this one. Now, this is classic MSC styling. MSC, of course, is an Italian cruise line, so the captain and the officers are generally Italian, and the design in these ships, which, you know, have been around for a little while but not so long, they are beautifully styled in that lovely Mediterranean feel. It almost feels like, for me, sort of walking around venues in Venice, but all in one place. Great fun, amazing parties happening, brilliant entertainment from the cruise director as well. I mean, they put on some really, really good activities, from the simple, you know, pick up a quiz during the day and do that, to live bingo and, you know, other things where you can win great prizes as well, which is superb. But if you're more of a sit down and stop kind of person, not a problem. The bars will be open all day if we're on a sea day, so you can enjoy that drinks package one at a time responsibly, or one in each hand. I might let you in Alaska. I wonder if ice is a problem out in Alaska. I don't think it will be somehow. You're going to have just the greatest time. The pool is there if you fancy. You know, there is Alaskan sunshine. Of course, you're looking at glaciers and ice, but they do have some nice, pleasant, sunny days. So you might find yourself in the pool, actually, at one time or another. Amazing restaurants that we associate with MSC, of course, lots of them included. The main dining rooms have got the most beautiful and grand Italian names, and such amazing service in the restaurants as well. They really are great. And you've got specialising hospitality dining as well. There's a lovely Kato sushi bar on board, which is one where all of the dishes float round magically past you and you choose which ones you want. It's brilliant. Great entertainment, of course, of the evening as well. It's live shows, it's comedy, it's variety, live music, DJs and music all around the ship, which is fabulous. Here we go on our peaceful Alaskan cruise. First day at sea into Ketchikan in Alaska, and that, of course, is the home of the totem poles, and they are very, very proud of them indeed. I remember drawing totem poles when I was at school. I don't know why they've stuck with me forever. Now you get to stand by them, or maybe enjoy something like a lumberjack show as well, which would be quite fun. Then we go on to icy Strait Point into a place called Hoona, which is wonderful. Wildlife tours are well worth doing here because, of course, the locals who arrange the tours know the wildlife and the scenery amazingly, so they will take you to the spots where you can see the brown bears, for instance, up here. Or of course you can go whale watching, and there's a big zip line experience there as well. On through Tracy Arm to Juneau in Alaska, and this, of course, most people will be taking the excursions to the Mendenhall Glacier here because that's the biggest and the boldest and forever moving, and there's various different ways of seeing that as well. And whale watching, I mean, that's what everyone goes to Alaska for. You want that magic photo of a whale popping out up into the ocean. On our way back to Seattle, we have a day at sea and we call into Victoria in Canada. This has some amazing gardens there, the Butchart Gardens, lots of sightseeing tours, or you can go to Race Rocks to visit the wildlife and the seals there, or just explore Victoria. You can do that by bike on a tour as well, which would be rather nice. And then we cruise back into Seattle in tears. Well, maybe not in tears, because we've sorted out the anesthetic of booking the next cruise before you get on the flight and get off the ship and fly from Seattle back to the UK. It's an amazing adventure. It's something very, very different. Lots of us, I mean, you know that we've been asking you several times when we did the live shows and when we've been on the cruises, and every opportunity we can, we ask you, where do you want to come and cruise with Derek? And you submit so many different ideas, and we are working our way through our list there one by one. So for this price that you've got on your screen here, I mean, again, I don't know how the team have managed to put this together. Listen, for me, it's for us to go and enjoy it for this fabulous price. That's your flights to and from Seattle. That's your 2-night hotel stay there, and that's your 7-night Alaskan itinerary on MSC Poesy. It's the first time that MSC have cruised up to Alaska in the 2026 season, and by all means there are other dates as well for the cruise and the package itself, but this is the Cruise with Derek, so this is the one that I want you to come on, because this is the one where not only do you have the flights and the cruise with the drinks and the tips included, but you've also got, well, it's not just me, it's me and my amazing team and our fabulous events and your chances to win. In fact, I've given away another 2 cruises just on the last Cruise with Derek. You could be going home having won another cruise as part of the bargain, all for this fantastic price tag. I mean, like, it's ridiculous. And that price will move very, very quickly, I have to tell you, because we have worked so hard to secure this price tag, and I know it almost doesn't look enough for Alaska, and that's our amazing relationship with MSC. Of course, we do big group bookings with MSC, and that secures the most amazing and incredible price tag. How we do it, I have no idea whatsoever. It's actually down to you, I would say, all over. Let's have a look at the upgrades again as well on this one, because I think this is one where 2 things I have to tell you. You know, obviously you've got your options there to go ocean view, to go balcony, or maybe even go to an Aurea suite. And what I would say on this one is you've got good prices for all of them. None of those will stay in place for very long, because on an Alaska cruise, everyone wants a balcony, right? So you can sit out on the balcony and look at the glaciers and the whale watching from your own balcony. So the balconies will sell out super, super quickly. The Aurea suites are another opportunity for you to enjoy kind of like extra perks as well on board. Access to the thermal suite, your own restaurant, you know, and other perks that come along with that. So give that a try as well. Speak to the team about what the extras are there. And bear in mind, when you book a package with us here at Cruise1st, MSC do something amazing. So if you've got loyalty status with another cruise line that you've built up over the years, MSC will status match to their equivalent, and that gets you even more perks as well. But listen, if you've never cruised before, this could be an excellent first-time cruise opportunity. Don't look at it and say, oh, I can't go on my first cruise to Alaska. You absolutely can, because I can tell you on the last Cruise with Derek, a lot of people took their first cruise and came all the way out to the Caribbean with us, and they are having the time of their lives. And I want that to be you if you've always dreamed of seeing Alaska. All you've got to do is pick up the phone and talk talk to our team right now. They're always there waiting for you. It's a free call, 0800 953 4700. And listen, in conclusion, my friends, because I'm quite a fan of getting back to the beach, if you don't mind, while you sit and make your decision, what I would say to you right now is don't sit on your dreams, because there's a lot of people with a lot of stories on this cruise with Derek right now that I'm on, who have said to me, you know what, I'm so glad I made that decision. So glad I made that decision. You know, life's a bit of a journey, isn't it? Things go up and down, things change and whatever. And I just think something like this, which is as easy as it can be. If you've never cruised before, grab a friend that you like to go on holiday with. You might go on coach tours, you might book a holiday cottage, you might have a land stay, you might keep going to the same place. You might be going to the same place and the same beach year after year after year after year. All I'll say to you is you can carry on doing that forever. Listen, I'm not here to tell you how to holiday, but what I can tell you is I've now got the experience of hundreds of people who've been on a cruise with us, lots of people who've never ever cruised before. So they made a huge leap to do their first one. And I am so honoured that I was part of their first cruise adventure, and they are loving it. Let me tell you, they're loving the discovery, they're loving the variety, they're loving the fact that the more you get into the cruise, the more you realise the good value it is. You know, last night we did this, yesterday we did that. Somebody yesterday I ran into was that close to winning a free cruise at the bingo. So actually, instead of giving one cruise away to one person, they took the value of that, split it into two, and gave two people the equivalent cash. So one lady came up to me and said, you know what? That's going to be my deposit for my next cruise, and this is my first. Can't believe it. It's stories like that from people who've never had this kind of experience before, which are really, truly magic. And I want that for you. Even if you cruised many, many times before. We've had a really lovely mix of people who've done lots of cruises and some people who have never tried it before. And that mix of experience and sharing of stories, life stories as well, has opened up so many possibilities beyond the beautiful sunshine, beyond the beautiful scenery, beyond the wonderful places that we've been to. So if you have never been on a cruise holiday before and you fancy it, come and cruise with us. We've got two different options to choose from, remember. We've got the Caribbean in November, or we've got Alaska in September in 2026. And let me tell you, the ship behind the camera that you're looking at me at right now is full of people who are cruising with me, who have already booked both of those. Not just one of them, but both of them. So don't sit there and think, oh, shall I do one or the other? Which one? Maybe both. But again, that is entirely your decision. But when you're ready to make that decision, pick up the phone and give us a call, 0800 953 4700, because life is for living. And again, I'm going to say it once more. Don't take my word for it. I'm just the bloke on the telly. Let's hear from more of my lovely friends who've cruised with us about why they just love it.
I think the main thing I like about cruise is the fact that you get up in the morning, you're a different place, and just the general ambience on board, you meet nice people. And so it's just that fact of being able to go to lots of different places in a relatively short space of time.
Do it once, you'll do it all the time. There is nothing to be scared of, apprehensive of, or anything. It is a floating island on the sea with all the entertainment you could ever need.
You will never regret it. It's so delightful.
Just do it. Just do it, because at the end of the day, what have you got to lose? You've got the support of having you guys here to help us if there's any little problems or any little ricks along the way. So just do it.
I would never choose a land holiday again, because this has just opened my eyes to cruising.
So there you go. I always tell you don't take my word for it, but you know what? I've been out here and I've seen it now as well, and it's truly magical. Actually, what it does for you, what it does for how you feel just to see the sunshine at that time of the year, or just to see a very, very different part of the world that you've always dreamed of and keep seeing in videos. I mean, you watch the channel day after day after day, you see all the videos of these beautiful places, does nothing, shows you a little bit more, but it doesn't place you there. You can't feel the warmth of the sunshine, you can't see the size of the glaciers. You know, you've got to be there and you've got to do it. Listen, I've taken up enough of your time, haven't I? I've taken up a whole hour of your time, and I now feel guilty because there he is on a sunny beach. He's always on a sunny beach, you know, he's always on a cruise. He isn't, but you know when he is now. November for the Caribbean, and then September in 2026 for Alaska. And I'd love to see you there, I truly would. Go and talk to the friends, go and talk to the family, go and talk to the other half, go and talk whoever you need to into it, because you want to do it. So all you got to do is talk them into it right now, and then make the call, and then I'll see you in the Caribbean or Alaska or both very soon. For now though, have a brilliant rest of your day. I'll see you later. I'm going to enjoy the sun.